What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. Um, I could say a lot of good things on the show tonight. I can't say a lot of bad. And usually I would shit on Monday Night Raw, and most likely maybe one or good two things happen on here. But I could say a lot of very good to decent things happen. I can say that better than, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Raw is doing better than SmackDown right now. Because SmackDown is now hit the fucking fan, and we all know from that of last night's god awful pay-per-view of Battleground and how shitty it was. But we kicked it off with Kurt Angle, and he came out talking about Jason Jordan is his son, and he's gonna have his first match on Raw. But then he talked about the WWE Universal Title and who will challenge Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Next thing you know, Braun Strowman came out, says it better be my name you're gonna say, because he said I won my match at Great Balls of Fire, unlike Joe and Roman Reigns, and Lesnar fears him. Samoa Joe came out then, and he tamed the beast Brock Lesnar, and he says, let me introduce myself. I am just ready to Strowman. I am Samoa Joe, and I was just seconds away of putting him to sleep, and I don't fear you, he says. As the only thing Strowman's accomplished is just saving Roman Reigns, from losing for the third time to me, he says. And Strowman, you got a lot to settle, so Angle, I get the beast, so these two can beat the crap out of each other. Roman Reigns came out with, booed, of course. And I got like when Samoa Joe comes out, people actually sing his theme song. Roman Reigns came out and, just got in the ring, and, it's funny. Joe, you say, what has he accomplished? What have you accomplished? You haven't done anything around here. Same with you. You only been here for a hiccup. What have you done around here? And he pretty much, said a lot of things. I've been a tag team champion, a U.S. champion, a 3-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner in Philadelphia, and that crowd was really loud last night, really loud than, last night, because we're taking a shot at Philadelphia because of how piss poor that crowd was. But then again, what they were giving last night at Battleground, who wouldn't be? Because that show was bad and the crowd did not care. Unlike we have the Royal Rumble, so he kind of took a shot at them. And he said all the accomplishments he's done. I've been in 5 WrestleManias, 3 of them I've main evented back to back, and I put down The Undertaker. In a way, he has got a point, though. Some people think this is Cena level when Cena says his accomplishments, but he is right. And he asked both of them, what have y'all two done? I'll wait. Nothing. You haven't. So he should get Brock Lesnar. But then Kurt Angle changed his mind, and this is the thing. A lot of people said this was going to happen, and it's happening. It's official. At SummerSlam, it will be Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Title and a fatal 4-way. As Kurt Angle was leaving, Samoa Joe says, "We're not done with this yet." He did not like what was going on, and he was pissed. You make this a one-on-one. But Strowman says, I don't care if it's 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. I just like to pile of bodies. And Strowman, he says, shut up, man, and just punched him. Then he said, just shut up. As he just looked at him because he got tired of him running his mouth. I thought it was kind of funny. And after he said, shut up, man, and he punched him. They started going after Strowman, Roman, and Joe, and knocked them through the barricade. But next thing you know, Strowman came back in. Kurt Angle called the rest of the locker room out. Samoa Joe tried to choke out Braun Strowman, but it didn't work. And Roman speared both of them. As most of the other people that came out there, the locker room, Roman knocked him down. But Strowman came back with a power slam and was the last one standing in the ring as the rest of the locker room was holding back Samoa Joe then. So it was a really great opening to the show. It sets up for SummerSlam. But Reigns, he did take a shot at Philadelphia because the crowd reaction was way much bigger than the very quiet that no one gave a fuck crowd last night at Battleground because of how bad that pay-per-view was. And I don't know, some people think, saying something with John Cena Let's say some Twitter argument happened with them. And I gotta say one more thing about Braun Strowman when he threw security out there. Whatever security guy that he threw took a very hard bump. I'm surprised he didn't land on his head. But I know he was an extra, so give that guy more money because he took a hell of a bump right there after Strowman threw him. Next was Finn Balor versus Elias Samson in a no DQ match. He was about to say who wants to walk with Elias and sing his song, and he says he didn't want to hurt any of his babies, his guitar, until Balor came out. This was a very kind of lengthy match, a brawl mostly, and a really good brawl. I'll admit, this was an enjoyable match. You know, you had your guitar involved and steel chairs, and as Finn Balor was about to pick up the win, next thing you know, Bray Wyatt comes out. It was a really great match until Wyatt came out then. And he did the Sister Abigail, and Samson got the win and left, and he said follow the buzzards. Most likely this will be a match at SummerSlam. How long will it take until Bray Wyatt loses this feud? Not long enough. So we know Finn Balor will win, because I just feel like it's the same promo with Bray Wyatt. And I'm sure he says, you are a liar, you are not the real demon, and we will get Demon Finn Balor at SummerSlam to go against Bray Wyatt. Okay, that's pretty much what will happen. But this was a really good match with Finn Balor and Elias Samson. So why do we need to see Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor? Because they just gotta give Bray Wyatt to somebody. Kurt Angle's in the back talking about Jason Jordan's gonna go against Kurt Hawkins. So Emma came in and says, you know, I want my title opportunity, I want my title shot, I'm on the Women's Revolution. And, you know, how about this? I'll start dating your son. And as Kurt Angle just looked on and says, you know what? You got a match against Nia Jax now. Big Cass went against Enzo. Why are we still seeing this match? Enzo, they are giving this guy way too much mic time, if you ask me. Now he's quoting Drake, running through the finish line and stuff. And I know where that line is from, Stay Scheming, so look that up with Drake and Rick Ross and French Montana, so I do know what the song he's talking about. He did the soft thing, Cass came out, he beat him again, Enzo, big boot, just I'm surprised he didn't beat him in seconds. I'm really tired of seeing this, because we know Cass is going to win. Next thing you know, Big Show came out, and Cass held Enzo's hostage, said, you come any more close, I'll snap his neck. And then Cass threw Enzo in the show. He started beating up Show to his knees. Big Show slapped him, but then Cass just kicked him around and beat him up and got the better of him again. So, pretty much the same thing. He beat up Enzo. He beat up Big Show. So, somehow, someway, this will go into SummerSlam. Big Show and Enzo. So, don't be, not Enzo, Big Show and Cass. Don't be surprised. I don't know why we need to see Big Cass versus Enzo again. It didn't make a lot of sense because we knew he was going to lose. Alexa Bliss was then interviewed, talked about Sasha versus Bayley. And, you know, you guys want your title shot, and that Bayley will be just sitting home crying, and Sasha can't even handle this. So, it's a good promo. Nia Jax destroyed Emma. Nothing much, except she did a somersault splash, which the crowd kind of popped for. But a squash match at most. Akira Tozawa was taped up saying he wants to go against Ari Daivari again. But Titus O'Neil says your shoulder is hurt, your liability. Match is canceled. Tozawa was pissed. He went to the ring. He didn't need him, and he pretty much, since Titus had left, he had a mic in his hand, and he said he wanted Daivari out here now, but Neville came out then. And he says this is what happens when you say with Titus, the fall of the Japanese, the fight, the spirit of the Japanese, huh? But you put your promises in Titus, and Neville called them a joke until Tozawa started beating him up in the top rope senton. Next thing you know, Daivari came out, and he with some type of clothesline that turned him inside out, and then hit Neville with one too. Listen, I don't know what to say about the cruiserweights. I guess they're sending anybody against Neville, because I don't think anybody is on Neville's level, and I guess they're still continuing with Tozawa. And now Daivari's getting a shot. I guess they're having a match on 205 tomorrow, but I'm not going to watch it. I don't watch 205. Listen, I've said so many things about the cruiserweights, and I think, and, you know, I'll say this too. With Austin Aries leaving the company, mostly because of this whole division, Will other wrestlers in the Cruiserweight division leave if they don't see any change? Because I don't see any change in the Cruiserweight division. It's only a handful of guys that somewhat matter. And we know Neville is mostly the top one. And I feel like Neville needs to be fighting the heavyweights now at this point. Because who else is he going to have to beat? Like, he got to go through everybody? Like, they're not even on his level. I thought Aries was, but they burnt Austin Aries out, and look what happened with him, and they dropped the ball with Austin Aries. So, will this happen with other people? Will they leave like Austin Aries? I don't know. But the Cruiserweight division, I don't know what to say for it. Is it good that they're giving Daivari a shot? I guess, yeah. But we'll see where that goes to be. But I don't know. The Cruiserweight division, I usually just say fuck the Cruiserweight division just because it just doesn't matter. Bayley was preparing for the match until Sasha came up and said she wants to get her hands on Alexa. And he says, we got to figure out the better woman is tonight. And Sasha's the best woman will win. Could Sasha be turning heel? I don't know. Jason Jordan talked about his opportunity tonight. It's his first match on Raw. He's got butterflies. And that Kurt Angle is his father. And, you know, he's going to, you know, having his wildest dreams come true. Because he idolized his father, Kurt Angle, and stuff. We'll see how that goes. Dean Ambrose was talking to Seth about their match tonight against the Miztourage. Pretty much Ambrose doesn't still trust him. Bayley went against Sasha in a really good match. I wouldn't say as good as Brooklyn, but still a really great match. Really good match with both these two. Now, the finish of this match. Well, not the finish, but the winner of this match. If Bayley won, she beat Sasha, which I think this is kind of the wrong choice right here. I'd rather see Sasha versus Alexa Bliss, not Bayley. And just because, and I guess they want to build Bayley back up, but this is kind of too quick now. And we just seen the whole Bayley and Alexa Bliss thing not that long ago, and we see how god awful that was. That it literally now just buried Bayley. That people do not even give a crap about her and even booed her. Come on, her number one fan even turned on Bayley. Her own fan, number one though. But I guess Bayley needs some momentum now. Do I think this will be a one-on-one going into SummerSlam? Because I don't believe it. Because even I got to say, after what I saw last time with the This Is Your Life segments and how that kendo stick match, I'm like, I don't even want to see Bayley even near the title now. After what I saw, it's going to take some time. I'd rather see Sasha for it. Now, do I think this will be a one-on-one? No. Which I do somewhat see, and I'm surprised it doesn't happen tonight. I'm going to see it's going to be a fatal four-way one way or another. It's going to be Sasha, it's going to be Bayley, it's going to be Nia Jax, and it's going to be Alexa Bliss. Will Sasha turn heel? I don't know. But I think since SummerSlam is still weeks away, I could see this going to a fatal four-way one way or another. So you just watch out for that. It will be a fatal four-way. Jason Jordan went against Kurt Hawkins. Pretty much a quick match. Jordan won. I couldn't tell his finisher, like a neck breaker in midair, but he beat him. You can't just come off a guy that smiles also being the nicest person in the world. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Could this be like, some people still think this is a ploy by Stephanie and Triple H so they can get the authority back on Raw and, you know, make Raw horrible as usual. But, I don't know what this is still going to go out to the Jason Jordan thing. We just got to give it time. Really, we didn't do a lot of cutting his moves also other than the strap. And I think we've done an ankle lock or an ankle slam, but I don't know. Tried Caruso was trying to talk to the Revival. As I said, they dominated NXT. They sent the New Day to SmackDown. They beat the Hardys. They caused Enzo and Cass to split up until Gallows and Anderson came out and talked about the good brothers I know as DC. I don't know what is Gallows and Anderson faces now, because this is kind of odd. And this is technically the Bullet Club versus the Revival, as the Bullet Club would usually say. Fuck the Revival. Got it? Fuck the Revival, as the Young Bucks and Cody would put it. But I didn't understand why they had this match. Certainly a heel versus heel team. Sheamus and Cesaro watching from the back. As the match went on, the Hardys' music came on. Gallows and Anderson had tossed the Revival out, but they came back and hit a shatter machine on Carl Anderson, taking him out there. The Hardys then took on the Revival. The Hardys had one of the biggest pops out there, by the way. Massive delete chants. And they were getting a swanton and twist of fate, but the Revival got out of there. So I don't know if the club is technically faces. Then again, it's not a lot of tag teams when you look at it. Tag division is really bad on both Raw and SmackDown. A, because you barely see tag teams. a lot of them on TV, or B, it's just been too many breakups recently. Lots of breakups in tag teams. Mr. Rogers in the back has misspoke to him about Hollywood rebooting successful franchises, which every movie nowadays is, you know, reboots. That's pretty much what's happening there. Next week it'll be Roman versus Strowman and Joe in a triple threat match. Don't know why, but just because, that's why. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose submitting Shield win against Mr. Raj, which was a good main event. Which Ambrose and Rollins got the win. Pretty much a really enjoyable match for once in their careers. Well, maybe not for Curtis Axel, I think, but Bo Dallas, they've been away for so long. They main evented Raw in such a long time. Seth and Dean got the win. Seth hitting that high knee off the ropes, and then Dean with the dirty deeds, picking up the win. They celebrated. They hugged and stuff as Ambrose was fired up. But then Rollins wanted to put out his fist, but Ambrose looked on. He didn't do the Shield fist bump thing, and he got out of the ring. And now people think, will he turn heel? I don't know. Also, Sheamus and Cesaro watching this match, so what? Are there going to be more tag teams in this? Because the tag team division is really weak right now. You might as well just put Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas as one, since they're in this group. But we'll see where that goes. I will say Raw wasn't bad. Some think it peaked after the first segment. I thought this was a better show, mostly because of the first segment itself. Finn Balor and Elias Samson. Sasha and Bayley was really good, even though I don't think Bayley needed to win this match, because it's almost like who cares about Bayley in this point in a way. And the main event was really good itself, so it was a more enjoyable show tonight. I'll give it that. I don't get why Gallows and Anderson are allegedly face. Emma destroyed by Nia Jax. Squash, squash, squash. Big Show, Enzo, and Cass. I just don't know where this is going, or even Enzo versus Cass at this point, giving him way too much mic time out there. So yeah. I think people taking shots at this. Raw, I can say it was a really good show. I can't really even say it was bad. Maybe a couple of things, but it just wasn't god awful as Battleground last night. You can check out reviews and live reactions to that show. But yeah, Battleground was very horrible. Battleground was bad. Raw really did better. I guess that whole Riot and switching up. But people been trending all day Fire Road Dog. But once again, it's me, HOOD. I haven't said that a long time. I'm back again, and I'm about to shine, and back at the end with the rhymes. So I'm out of here. Comment and subscribe, and hey, we'll see you tomorrow night for SmackDown Live. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. And I usually don't even say SmackDown Live. Just real quick. There we go. Peace.